So last week we looked at ways to modify the transition from downward facing dog to Uttanasana. What makes that transition so hard, or one of the things that makes that transition so hard, is you need a lot of space in order for your legs to come forward to the top of your mat. And so in order to create that space, we need to focus on actually rounding through our back and toning our belly button in towards our spine in almost like a cat pose shape in order to give our leg space to step forward to the front of our mat. So I'll show you what I mean. If I start in downward facing dog, and if I just simply bring my leg forward and try to step it to the front of my mat without creating space, the top of my thigh hits my belly and there's just nowhere else to go. I'm just stuck there. And so I have to intentionally work, again, to round through my back, to tone really strongly through my belly, to give my legs space to make that transition. So instead of just stepping forward, I shift my weight forward. I even rise to my tippy toes. I round my back. And then that gives me space. I also lift my chin so I know where I'm going to step my leg to the front of the mat. And then I just join my back foot to my front foot to complete that transition. All right, so with that in mind, there's some drills that we can do to work that action of creating space. So if you come back to downward facing dog, and you may have done this in class, but maybe not thought about it as a way to practice the actions needed for that super hard transition from down dog forward. So the drill goes like this. Inhale, lift one leg high. Exhale, shift your weight forward so your shoulders are over your wrists. You hug your knee in towards your chest, aiming your knee towards your nose. And then stretch back and lower your right foot down. Inhale, lift the left leg up. So we should do both sides. Exhale, shift forward, shoulders over wrist, curl your back up, tone your belly, bring your knee towards your nose, and then stretch back and lower down. Good. That can be repeated several times. It's a great strengthener for your arms and shoulders and also your core. And it gives you the ability to practice creating that space that you need in order to step your leg forward. Give it a try.